Leonardo da Vinci was a multifaceted genius, excelling as a painter, engineer, architect, inventor, and scholar of various scientific fields. His vast expertise across numerous disciplines perfectly embodies the concept of a Renaissance man. Although he engaged in numerous pursuits, he is most renowned today for his masterpieces, the Mona Lisa and The Last Supper. Largely self-taught, Leonardo filled numerous secret notebooks with his inventive ideas, detailed observations, and theories on subjects ranging from aeronautics to human anatomy. His extraordinary blend of intellect and creativity enabled him to conceptualize inventions such as the bicycle, helicopter, and an airplane inspired by the structure and flight of a bat. When was Leonardo da Vinci born? Leonardo da Vinci was born in 1452 in Anciano, Tuscany, modern-day Italy, near the town of Vinci, which lent him the surname he is known by today. During his lifetime, he was referred to simply as Leonardo or as Il Florentine, due to his residence near Florence, where he gained fame as an artist, inventor, and thinker. Leonardo's parents were not married. His mother, Caterina, a peasant, married another man and started a new family when Leonardo was still very young. From around the age of 5, Leonardo lived on the Vinci estate owned by his father, Ser Piero, a lawyer and notary. His uncle, who had a deep appreciation for nature, a passion Leonardo would come to share, also played a significant role in his upbringing. Early career. Leonardo da Vinci had no formal education beyond basic reading, writing, and arithmetic. Recognizing his son's artistic talent, his father apprenticed him at around age 15 to the renowned sculptor and painter Andrea del Verrocchio in Florence. Over the next decade, Leonardo honed his skills in painting and sculpture while also training in the mechanical arts. At 20, in 1472, Leonardo was offered membership in the Painters Guild of Florence, but he continued to work with Verrocchio until he established himself as an independent master in 1478. Around 1482, he started his first commissioned work, the Adoration of the Magi, for the San Donato a Scopato monastery in Florence. However, Leonardo did not complete this piece because he soon moved to Milan to work for the ruling Sforza family. There, he served as an engineer, painter, architect, designer of court festivals, and notably a sculptor. The Sforza family commissioned Leonardo to create an impressive 16-foot-tall bronze equestrian statue to honor their dynasty's founder, Francesco Sforza. Leonardo worked intermittently on this project for 12 years, and by 1493, he had completed a clay model. However, the impending war necessitated repurposing the bronze intended for the statue into cannons. The clay model was eventually destroyed in the conflict that ensued after the ruling Sforza Duke lost power in 1499. The Last Supper. Although relatively few of Leonardo da Vinci's paintings and sculptures survive, partly due to his modest overall output, two of his existing works rank among the world's most renowned and admired pieces. One such masterpiece is The Last Supper, which Leonardo painted during his time in Milan from approximately 1495 to 1498. This tempera and oil mural on plaster, created for the refectory of the monastery of Santa Maria delle Grazie, is also known as the Cenacle. Measuring about 15 by 29 feet, it is the artist's only surviving fresco. The painting depicts the Passover dinner during which Jesus Christ reveals, "One of you shall betray me," to his apostles. A notable feature of this work is the distinct emotional expression and body language of each apostle. The composition, with Jesus centered among yet set apart from the apostles, has profoundly influenced generations of artists. Mona Lisa. When the French invaded Milan in 1499 and the Sforza family fled, Leonardo da Vinci also escaped, possibly traveling first to Venice and then to Florence. In Florence, he painted a series of portraits, including La Gioconda, a 21 by 31-inch work better known today as the Mona Lisa. Created between approximately 1503 and 1506, the painting's subject, particularly her enigmatic smile, has sparked centuries of speculation. While it was once believed she was Mona Lisa Gherardini, a courtesan, current scholarship identifies her as Lisa del Giocondo, the wife of Florentine merchant Francesco del Giocondo. This portrait, the only surviving Da Vinci portrait from this period, is now housed in the Louvre Museum in Paris, France, where it draws millions of visitors annually. Around 1506, Leonardo returned to Milan with a group of students and disciples, including the young aristocrat Francesco Melzi, who remained Leonardo's closest companion until his death. Ironically, Gian Giacomo Trivulzio, who had defeated Duke Ludovico Sforza, commissioned Leonardo to create a grand equestrian statue for his tomb. This project was also left incomplete as Trivulzio scaled back his plans. Leonardo spent 7 years in Milan before moving to Rome for 3 years after Milan again became politically unstable. Inventions and Philosophy. Leonardo da Vinci's interests extended well beyond the realm of fine art. He delved into nature, mechanics, anatomy, physics, architecture, and weaponry, often designing accurate, workable machines like the bicycle, helicopter, submarine, and military tank, concepts that would not be realized for centuries. Sigmund Freud described him as like a man who awoke too early in the darkness, while the others were all still asleep. Several themes unified Leonardo's diverse interests. He believed that sight was humanity's most vital sense, and that saper vedere, knowing how to see, was essential to fully experiencing life. He viewed science and art as complementary disciplines, with ideas in one field informing and enhancing the other. Due to his wide array of interests, Leonardo often left many of his paintings and projects unfinished. He spent considerable time exploring nature, testing scientific principles, dissecting human and animal bodies, and meticulously documenting his observations. Da Vinci's notebooks. In the early 1490s, Leonardo da Vinci began filling notebooks on 4 broad themes: painting, architecture, mechanics, and human anatomy. These notebooks, containing thousands of pages of detailed illustrations and dense commentary, often written in his unique left-handed mirror script, were largely indecipherable to others at the time. Today, these notebooks, often called Da Vinci's manuscripts and codices, are housed in various museum collections, having been scattered after his death. The Codex Atlanticus, for example, includes a design for a 65-foot mechanical bat, a flying machine inspired by the physiology of bats and the principles of aeronautics and physics. Other notebooks contained Leonardo's anatomical studies of the human skeleton, muscles, brain, and the digestive and reproductive systems, offering new insights into the human body. However, because these works were not published in the 1500s, Da Vinci's notebooks had limited impact on scientific advancements during the Renaissance. How did Leonardo da Vinci die? Leonardo da Vinci left Italy permanently in 1516 when Francis I of France offered him the prestigious title of Premier Painter and Engineer and Architect to the King. This position allowed Leonardo to work at his own pace while residing in the Château of Cloux, a manor house near Amboise in France. Accompanied by his devoted disciple Melzi, who would inherit his estate, Leonardo's final years were seemingly marked by some bitterness, as suggested by the tone in drafts of his correspondence from this period. Melzi later married and had a son, and upon Melzi's death, his heirs sold Leonardo's estate. Leonardo da Vinci passed away at Clos-Lucé, formerly Cloux, in 1519 at the age of 67. He was interred in the palace church of Saint-Florentin nearby. The French Revolution nearly destroyed the church, and its remains were completely demolished in the early 1800s, rendering it impossible to determine Leonardo's exact gravesite.